And as we would be remiss if we neglected to say, any subs, bits, any gifts that are given to the channel just go back into the community. Yes, we said community again, Sarah, in the form of prizes and help with our tournaments. So don't think that anybody's pocketing that. That is all going back to the community.
hmm All back to these streams. So now we're off, and Swan getting to start off with one of his favorite things. He loves a good horizontal. He really cannot pass up the opportunity, and luckily he's getting them. This board is utterly fantastic for him, Ook. I mean, obviously there's a lot of red yellow, but he's just got so many double opportunities.
Yeah, it's so Swung, for those who aren't in the know, is our first ever regional Dr. Mario, uh, I can get it out, versus tournament winner. He is yet another stalwart of the versus game. And while he has been able to, his play doesn't always look versus the way some other players, Betty comes to mind, do. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just this is something that she'll talk about as well. Um, that this the way this whole setup for this board has been versus in totality.
hmm
But Bidwell
But
coming up with a
notice,
really good level.
yeah, exactly. Out at a 109, things just really ended very cleanly for Bidwell, swung out at a 116. And Bidwell off to a good start already. Look at this. I thought he was going to actually use that double yellow sideways, but it would have interfered with that plan that he had in column 5. So he's off to a good start. And notice he is making some sort of diversity garbage with that um, blue yellow in the center of the board. So anytime he gets a blue yellow, he can just drop that and clear off that garbage. I think he's going to do that right now. But in that time that I was blabbing, Swang has opened up a little bit of a lead again.
We don't look that much alike. He's much more
No,
buff than
you
I
do
am.
not. You do not.
Yeah, I mean, I would take it as a compliment, trust me. But overall, so on Bidwell's side, that is a lot of red yellow. Thankfully, the doctor likes to give a lot of red yellow, but unfortunately, he doesn't like to do it when that's all you're facing. So we'll see how kind the doctor is with this one, but Bidwell's going to find the best possible use for everything, and possibly come up with some really killer combos.
Yeah, Bidwell used to, and he's changed his style a lot. He used to be a giant combo player. I mean, you'd see all this really big brain stuff, and it actually slowed him down a little bit. So he really streamlined his play and became a much faster speed running player. Swung already out of level 7 at about maybe a
236.
245. Oh, 236.
Yeah.
And so he's got about a half dozen virus lead on Bidwell right now with a nice and diverse board opening up some yellow here.
Yeah. On Bidwell's side, he opened up the board and oh wow, getting a triple, it always feels good. It's a
Mm,
it's a very common thing in the SNES game, but here on the NES side, it is not that common. So when you get it, it always feels great. But it has resulted in a split board for Bidwell. That's not a crucial problem for him, but it does have the potential of slowing him down, even though it looks like he is not letting this particular board do that at all.
hmm And actually, Swang is the one who's facing the bit of a slowdown. You may have noticed him cock his head to the side, about 45 seconds ago because his board was uncharacteristically messy for him. And he's really cleaned it out and brought it back to within 1 of Bidwell. But still, things a tad bit messy. And I think he's going to rely on some horizontals to clean it up, Ook.
Yeah, I'd say so. And, looking at what he's got here, he would really love to have that blue back in column 4. But overall, I think he's going to get this blue out of the way on the right-hand side. He might get it. Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought he was going to do. Gets the horizontal on the red, and he's out at a 429. Bidwell running into a bit of a slowdown with his end game. but playing it well and is going to be out at a 435. So about 6 seconds between these two players.
And an amazing opening board from Swang. Just things flying off the board left and right. Very combo friendly, although he is going to run out of red basically instantly. So he's going to have to use that for garbage. Meanwhile, Bidwell's board, much more diverse at the moment and much more straightforward.
You notice Swung flipping that yellow off to the side. He did end up using it, but he was avoiding setting off a clear because he knew that there was the opportunity for another clear above it. That's just some good big brain play as he is trying to figure out what to do with these double blues in the middle of his board. That four block, it's defying him at the moment.
And Bidwell running into some trouble in column one. Notice that red yellow was up really high and in a place he didn't want it. He was able to clean it out, but that column one is still very tricky because of the alternating colors that are there. It's going to take him quite a while to clear out of this. As Swang out at a 5:53, that is an amazing time.
Sub six. Yeah, you
Hmm.
love to see it. Would love to ever see it. The- these two putting on a good show for you. Swang is going to take game one as Bidwell gets his reset in. That was a good game for both players. Can't wait to see what they're going to do in game number two. And thanks to the readies that we are getting, Swang says, let's change it up. Takes the
Hmm.
black background out. Oh,
Is he
oh,
standing?
taking
Oh, is he? He is throwing down by standing up. Let's go.
uh,
Is
so
uh is Bidwell also going to stand up?
I think he might. If he sees what's going, oh, well, he's got the Bidwell bounce
Uh-oh.
going on. This
All
is
right, it's
so,
happening.
yeah, this is homage to Chris Bidwell, who is known for his standing strats. I believe the classic Tetris Championship stream still has a Bidwell bounce emote. Uh, and
It
and
is.
look at him. These two are eating up, getting to hang out with each other. Pretty sure Bidwell was at our regional, so they've met, they've had a good time together, and
Hmm.
this is great. I love to see this.
Yeah, it's a throwback to the Nintendo World Championships where you did have to play games standing up, and Bidwell got to participate in that. We have our countdown 3, 2, 1 pills, and let's see if these guys can work a sweat physically and mentally.
And
Oh, nice opening double blues
oh
for
yeah,
Swang. Yes.
I would give Swong a little bit of the advantage if we're talking about working up a sweat. He is a personal trainer after all.
Hmm. And I think the first time I ever watched Swang stream, it was because he was playing Dr. Mario on low speed while swinging a mace.
Good
So
grief.
just get that in your head. So these two are extremely close together right now. Bidwell's got a very spotty board, and so combos aren't going to be super easy to come by. They're going to be accompanied by lots of drop time. So he's going to be able to chisel this away, but bit by bit.
Let me get back to that mace. I think I'm most surprised by the fact that I'm not surprised. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at those pills for Swong.
Oh,
That's a beauty, but look at what he's left with.
yeah.
So much yellow. But I like the setup that he's got. He's looking for a lightning bolt. Um, he may abandon it if he can get his stack high enough.
Hmm.
But I know he wants the lightning bolt. That's going to be a zero drop clear, and that is going to make his life so much easier. But Bidwell getting the pills that he needs, he's got nothing but blue. So this is rough for both players.
Right. And finally, Swan getting.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. You hate
oh,
to
the
see
drop
that
time.
drill garbage. Now, Bidwell would love a double blue. Of course, that's not guaranteed, especially with the RNG that's coming through. Meanwhile, Swang just needs this double yellow out at a 142. That's a time that nobody really loves to see on their on their clock there as Swang into level 7. finally, Bidwell out at about a 149. So he is doing that Bidwell bounce. It is the rally. So
Absolutely.
let's see him pick it up.
You know, Floyd had his cap and his drink. Bidwell's got the bounce.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is some definite rally strats going on for Bidwell. I'm glad this is some hype. I'm happy to see this. This is a lot of fun. It's been some great games tonight already, and these two are just making it even greater.
Mhm. And look at this amazingly clean board from Swang, setting up to leave the bottom of the board really open to start working for those blues horizontally. I think that's going to be the play for Swang, so he's just got to make sure it's layered correctly. Bidwell, now at about a 15 virus disadvantage, does have column 6 blocked off with that blue, and it's a little too bad because he's going to need all the blues he can get to clear out those viruses.
Oh, look at this from Swong. It's just
Yes.
short that one from being a like a double log lightning horizontal mess awesomeness. Um, Again, you know, just showing Bidwell how much he appreciates him by coming up with some craziness out of the 307. Again, not the time that he would like to see, but it is enough to maintain the lead that he's got.
Mhm. And meanwhile, Bidwell trying to work sort of some squeeze plays, working around the inside.
I
This
like
double
that.
red, excellent for squeezing in there. And now just has blue and yellow to work with. And so let's hope he gets that in short order.
Oh, that double yellow is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. And oh yeah, that blue yellow, perfect for what he needs. Gonna get the blues out of the 341.
Hmm. Meanwhile, Swang on Swang's side, this is not a board that he loves because it's got mostly vertical potential, not a lot of horizontal setups here, and particularly spired in column 7 and 8 in a way that we don't love to see when we're playing because 7 and 8 both have blue in them. So the combos that you're going to drop or the garbage you're going to drop is not going to help too much.
And he's setting up that red horizontal, but that of course is going to drop the yellow down. It worked out for him, but it's frustrating when that's the pill that you get set up and then you drop it because the better clear came down earlier. But Swan figuring that one out, getting a good plays out of it.
Hmm. Meanwhile, Bidwell's got a board that's pretty high up. His column 3 is going to be a little bit difficult. It's going to take some drop time, especially because all those colors are alternating. I'm not sure if he's going to be going for a horizontal in column. Sorry, with that top yellow on the board, he decided not to. But this is going to be a lot of red and yellow for Bidwell coming down.
Right, swung out at a 457.
All
Again,
right.
not the time that he's looking for, but certainly a solid one. He's still hyped. He's still pumped up. This is everything he wants it to be. As Bidwell is very close to finishing his level out as well, and looks like he's going to get a nice solid never mind. That horizontal did not appear.
Yep.
He was setting it up, I
I
swear.
know he was. I know. That's what I thought too.
But
Now,
out of the 526, a great clear.
yeah, Swang having that yellow stacked really high in column 3 looked like garbage, but then he manages to drop it down on top, and have all of that good stuff fall down. So things are looking super clear for Swang, although he is going to have to deal with a lot of blue in the center of the board in his end game.
Yeah, that blue can either make or break the end of his game here. Um, Not sure which it's going to be. I think he might have wanted that red yellow back on the left hand side, but it ends up working out for him. He's just a couple of viruses away, but Bidwell's got himself a nice board. I really like it for all the opportunities he's getting, and that's
Hmm.
just, you know,
This
really
is a
nice
really,
solid clears from him.
yeah. Even though a lot of these plays are vertical, oh,
Oh, look
there's
at
Swang with
that.
the swag out, a T and then a drop combo to be out at 628. Now, considering that the first level of this was much slower than we'd be used to seeing from these two players, that means that the two of them were running the rest of the levels very quickly. Oh, and a nice GG's from Swang, excellent sportsmanship. So He is moving on to the next round.
Yes, indeed. Just GG's to both players. This has been a blast, and I love
Hmm.
the hype. You know, this could be one of our candidates for match of the year. Just if for no other reason than the nod to Bidwell and the history of the game and everything. Great match between these two, and yeah, just exactly what you want to see from all of these players.